Portugal, a land of sunny beaches, rolling hills with vineyards, and a rich cultural tapestry that has been woven over centuries. From the golden sands of the Algarve to the lush green terraces of the Douro Valley, Portugal offers a diverse landscape that is as beautiful as it is varied, and cities full of history. Lisbon, the capital, is a city of vibrant neighborhoods, each with its own unique charm. Porto, known for its port wine, boasts stunning architecture and a lively riverside. You might think you know Portugal, but after these 15 facts you'll see it in a whole new light. Imagine a place that was once the richest in the world, filled with treasures from faraway lands. The Age of Discovery brought immense wealth and exotic goods to Portugal, making it a hub of global trade and culture, and yes, a place that even made a queen after she died. The story of Inês de Castro, who was posthumously declared queen by her lover King Pedro I, is one of the most romantic and tragic tales in Portuguese history. Her tomb in Alcobaça Monastery is a testament to their undying love. We haven't even talked about the natural events that shaped this land. Portugal has experienced its share of natural disasters, including the devastating earthquake of 1755 that nearly destroyed Lisbon. Yet the resilience of the Portuguese people is evident in how they rebuilt their cities and continued to thrive. Stay tuned because the last fact might completely change how you see Portugal. From its breathtaking landscapes to its rich history and resilient spirit, Portugal is a country that never ceases to amaze. Let's go on this journey together and uncover the hidden gems and fascinating stories that make Portugal truly unique. Europe has seen lots of changes to its country's borders, but Portugal is different. Imagine a country whose borders have stayed almost the same since the year 1139. That's Portugal, the oldest country in Europe. It shows how strong and steady Portugal is. It's a place where the past is still alive today, and old traditions are passed down. Think about the Age of Discovery, when brave explorers sailed into the unknown, looking for knowledge and riches. Portugal, a small country in Europe, was a leader in this time. Its ships sailed across the oceans, reaching Africa, Asia, and South America. The Portuguese Empire, with its many colonies and control over trade routes, became super powerful and rich with spices, gold, and other treasures. Visionaries like Prince Henry the Navigator, Vasco da Gama, and Ferdinand Magellan played crucial roles in these explorations. They charted new territories and established sea routes that were previously unknown to Europeans. Portuguese trading posts sprang up in distant lands, bustling with activity and exotic goods. These markets were filled with spices, silks, and precious stones, making Portugal incredibly wealthy. The wealth from these ventures funded grand buildings and historic landmarks that still stand today, showcasing Portugal's rich history and architectural prowess. The influence of Portugal's golden age can still be seen in global culture, language, and cuisine. Portuguese became a lingua franca in many parts of the world, and their culinary traditions spread far and wide. Today, tourists flock to Portugal to experience its rich history and vibrant culture, a testament to its once unparalleled wealth and influence. Now let's jump to the 21st century. Portugal is still doing amazing things. The Vasco da Gama Bridge is a great example of how good Portugal is at engineering. This huge bridge stretches 17.2 kilometers across the Tagus River. It's a symbol of Portugal's progress and connection to the world. But Portugal's story, like any country, has sad times. On November 1st, 1755, a terrible earthquake hit Lisbon. It was one of the strongest earthquakes ever recorded. The 1755 Lisbon earthquake wasn't just a natural disaster, it changed Portuguese history forever. If you love books, Lisbon has a special place for you. Bertrand Bookstore is the oldest bookstore in the world that's still open. It was founded in 1732. Visiting Bertrand Bookstore is like traveling through the history of books. Love, betrayal, and a queen crowned after death. Portuguese history is full of dramatic stories. Among these tales, one stands out for its sheer intensity and tragic romance. It is the story of Inês de Castro, a woman whose love and fate intertwined with the royal lineage of Portugal in the most extraordinary way. Inês de Castro was the beloved girlfriend of Prince Pedro, the heir to the Portuguese throne. Their love was passionate and deep, but it was also fraught with danger and opposition. Many in the royal court disapproved of their relationship, fearing the influence Inês might wield over Pedro. Tragically, Inez was murdered by those who saw her as a threat to the kingdom. Her death was a devastating blow to Pedro, who was left heartbroken and consumed by grief. The dark forest and cloudy skies seemed to mirror the somber mood of the nation. When Pedro ascended to the throne as King Pedro I, his sorrow turned into a fierce determination to honor Inez. In an unprecedented act of devotion, he exhumed her body from its grave. This act was not just a display of his undying love but also a powerful statement to those who had wronged her. In a macabre and dramatic ceremony, Pedro crowned Inez as the Queen of Portugal posthumously. He demanded that all members of the court pay their respects by kissing her skeletal hand, a chilling reminder of the lengths to which love and vengeance can drive a person. This story remains one of the most poignant and haunting episodes in Portuguese history. Believe it or not, Portugal's capital wasn't always in Europe. When Napoleon's armies invaded Europe, the Portuguese royal family escaped to Brazil in 1807. For 14 years, Rio de Janeiro was the capital of Portugal. The world can be a dangerous place, but Portugal is very safe. It's always ranked as one of the safest countries in the world. People can walk around and relax on the beaches feeling safe. Being peaceful and respectful is part of Portuguese culture. Lisbon and Porto, Portugal's two biggest cities, are like siblings who always compete. Lisbon, the capital, is known for its history, big plazas, and exciting culture. Porto, on the Douro River, has a beautiful old town, famous bridges, and of course, port wine. Both cities are amazing, so it's hard to pick a favorite. The best way to see Portugal is to visit both. Here's a secret about port wine. It's not made in Porto. This sweet wine is actually made in the Douro Valley. Porto is where it's aged, bottled, and shipped to the rest of the world. To really understand Portugal, you need to hear Fado music. Fado is like the sound of saudade, a Portuguese word for missing something or someone you can't have. The best place to hear Fado is in Lisbon's Fado houses. Coimbra is home to one of the oldest universities in the world. Founded in 1290, the University of Coimbra has been a center of learning for over 700 years. It shows how important education is to Portugal. Portuguese is spoken by lots of people around the world, but the Portuguese spoken in Portugal and Brazil is a little different. They have different words, pronunciation, and slang. Climate change is a big problem, but Portugal is doing great things with renewable energy. It gets a lot of its power from wind, sun, and water. Portugal is showing the world how to have a sustainable future. Here's something fun about going to the movies in Portugal. They have an intermission. Imagine watching a movie and then the lights come on and everyone takes a break. It's a fun tradition. So, there you have it, 15 facts about Portugal. It's a country with amazing stories, old traditions, and modern wonders. If you liked this video, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. See you in the next video.